Today, it's all about hunting Cthulhu. Welcome back to Cognitive Dissonance. Previously, I had a lot less levels. Yeah, we went to Venus, we got blazed, then we went to Earth to see other people get blazed. And now we have all the reboot orbs but one. So now we have to take the deep space. There's nothing for us on the planets anymore. Well, maybe a moon. And one other planet. But right now, it's space-time. Space-time's the best time. I see our quarry already. We gotta kill the Gargiathan, but he's a little weird. I mean, look at him. He's a space Cthulhu. Of course he's weird. He's a super boss, which means he has a weird gimmick. That is getting shot in a laser beam. As you noticed from last time, he has a whole bunch of, like, weird tentacle and face stuff going on. So, we gotta destroy a few of these parts as possible. Usually one shotgun does the trick. He regenerates parts after a while, but you don't really beat this guy by, beating down his parts and then killing him. Every single part you destroy counts towards some kind of hidden part meter. And the part meter will decrease, and once you get to 50, he dies. And that's the only time he dies. So usually you want to hold back a little bit, because if you destroy all the parts, he kind of runs away prematurely. The focus is the eye. You want the eye to die the most, because it's worth 10 points instead of 1 point. So I just did 10 damage to his invisible counter. And I probably killed like about 7 or 8 parts. What we have to do is wait for his eye to come back. He'll use regenerate eventually. And those other parts will also attack us. This is the mouth, the tentacle, these things. They'll all try to hurt us. Our ship is also going to be shooting lasers. I was waiting for the eye to come back, so I could cripple it down again. Which is kind of bad for Cardinal Saturn. No, it doesn't matter. Single target is the best kind of damage in this fight. Oh, Alinavar's been struck dumb. Well, that's bad. You can't use any of the super attacks. Luckily, I have Jab. Aren't you glad I'm not chimeratized? Oh, right, you're dumb too. Everybody's dumb today. I'm gonna have to find out how to cure dumb. Or maybe it's just gonna be all up to Laris. Yeah, that Chrono Ray is doing some good damage. And Tentacle Slap is good in a pinch, too. But I just want to avoid destroying too many parts. Yeah, luckily those parts didn't get hit. That's not what I wanted. You know what? Look at Cure Dumb. I don't like doing this, but it does cure ailments. And I could buy more on my ship anyway. And I could Healing Omega, or Healing Gamma everything else. There we go. No longer dumb. So that means I can recharge again. You know what? Attack up. Because Alinavar's physical attacks are doing pretty good here. I could also Psi Bolster, too. Like his, freeze. I'm waiting for that eye to come back. My levels are so high because I went to Venus, and I was like, you know what, I'm just going to kill enemies until they start getting auto-defeated. I realized a little bit too late that they don't get auto-defeated. And now I'm level 58, and Laris is like level 64. It's ridiculous. This is the one thing I was worried about this video, is the waiting. It's the waiting for things to happen. Waiting for Gargiathan to show up, waiting for his eye to regenerate. There's going to be a lot of waiting in this video, and I apologize in advance. You know what this game needs is a button that lets you choose the other characters that are ready, so I can like put up reflex or status things. But I'm just waiting for that eye. Give me the eye. Show me the eye. Show me the money. I want the eye to come out. I'll defend to make the eye come out. Because I don't want to kill his parts. That'll make him run away. And then he might glitch out his part meter, and I don't want to do that. I already have like over 20 damage done to him. Okay, Hello, Mr. I. Enjoy Starstorm. All that time wasted that it could have been using, like, this. All that power-up Omega stuff. You know what? I am gonna bolster. Robo Punch is really good. Electrocute, not so much. Every body part has their own kind of weakness. The eye is kind of resistant to electric. It's immune to fire. Physical and beam damage do normal. Ah, so more parts are back, are they? Not anymore. Alright. Freeze Omega to the eyeball. It's the weakest element. That is weak to. You know what? Oh, I was gonna boing the eyeball, not ding it. Ding is lousy in this late in the game. Okay, that's about 30 damage, maybe even more. So it's back to the waiting game. What can I do during the waiting game? Like a magnet. I'm sure those things have PP on them or something. We can do Jack Squat here. You know what? Life up Omega, because I can. Defense up Omega. Yeah, that's what I didn't want to have happen, but the waiting got intense. So like Ultimo Weapon, he will leave after a while, and he'll go to another part of the map. Sometimes he'll vanish for long periods of time. That's why they put in these black holes. I did write down some of the locations I've seen Gargiathan at. Like, he does appear, like, right around here by this gas station. I think the best way to cheese him is to, like, land on a planet, go shopping. I just don't want to shift in space because that might glitch everything. So let's go to Uranus instead. Yeah, this will send me to the bridge so I can buy things, because there's some things I want to buy while we're waiting. Like, I want a good amount of Curl Cream. I also want a good amount of Cup of Life Noodles. And not really much else. Okay, much thankness. You know what? Let's change to some monster hunting music. What do we got here? Something groovy. Battle for the point? Alien Arrival? Into the Sky? Relaxing Piggy stuff. What's that one? Nah. How about Trippin' Rainbows? That's a Monster Hunter if I ever heard one. I don't think I heard many. Oh, right. I could have grabbed gas while I was here. I think it's cheaper in the entire solar system here, too. Oh, well. We'll cross that avenue when we come to it. I have options. Like, Saturn. Saturn has options. Now, we could go to, like, Satine or Saturalia. We'll go to Sphere Town. There's a shop in Sphere Town now. And we could grab a whole bunch of gas there. Alright. You. Yeah, you have the things I want. You guys all look the same. No offense. Let's grab, like, 40 fuel. Make it 57. No, I didn't come back here just to hear the Mario music. You're silly. Okay, we're good to go. Maybe the Gargiathan is back now. Could check out Pluto. Pluto might have a Gargiathan. Go back to the black hole. Check out by Earth. I've seen them in all those locations. Oh, also there's some locations that have been spotted, like little gimmick things like this. If you go east on the mothership, you find this. It sure would. There was not enough water. Ah, guess we'll never know for sure. Okay, I'm pretty sure that is Pluto right down here. And west of Pluto, I saw a Gargiathan. No dice. Maybe we should find another point of interest while we're waiting. Like between Neptune and Uranus. Yeah, there's something very interesting near Uranus. Like Gargathan. Might as well fight this thing instead. Oh, and there's pirates here too. He takes so long to attack us. Alright, let's try this again, buddy. That eye is going down. It only has a few health points left. Maybe if we take out the eye maybe one more time and break some parts, we'll be ready to go. Yeah, that's a dinky beam. I'm not impressed by that beam. Just gotta focus on that thing until it can't see straight. Considering it's the eyeball, that's probably the point. You know he's gonna be low on heart points when he starts regenerating faster. So that's probably a good clue too. You know, in fact, I should break one of these mouths while I'm at it, with like single attacks. Maybe single attacks, emphasis on single. Let's see if he regenerates. Anytime now. Anytime now. I never scanned this guy, did I? Oh wait, yes I did. Yeah, he's bad news. He's everywhere in the solar system. You lie. Come on, eyeball, come on back. I want to boing you some more and freeze you. I'm not impressed by rip and tear. Come on, buddy. Work with me here. Ah, there we go. Got a super combo in. You know what, for a super boss, this is kind of lame. Ultima Weapon was kind of lame too, when I think about it. All it did was like run away, and you chase it for a while, bump into it a few times, it goes somewhere else, tries to nuke it, you fight him again. Oh, you're angry now, aren't you? I compared you to some lame Final Fantasy VII boss. Yeah, Ultima Weapon was a better one. I said Ultima Weapon, didn't I? No, Emerald Weapon, Ruby Weapon, those were super bosses. One could just smoke your team, and the other one just removes two teammates at random. And you have to do that single-handedly. Come on, guys, fill your bar faster. There's a Cthulu to kill. Only has a little bit more HP left. It's regenerating like crazy. Oh, and there it goes. It regenerated once too many, and it died. There goes Gargiathan. We get some levels. We get Apple of Clarity. 3 of them! Yay, apples! And the final reboot orb. Now we can go to the mothership and unlock everything. Also, pirate. You saw what I did to the Gargiathan. There is no escape. I have fuel for days. Get back here. I will kill you till you die from it. And that's worse. Finally, we get to fight a pirate. We're overpowered for pirate. We are just way too overpowered for pirate. As you can tell, he kind of looks like a Gigaborg, or a Megaborg, or a something Borg. But now he's going to be Dead Borg. Okay, maybe his defense is higher than I thought it was. Either that or he's beam resistant. Oh, I didn't scan him, did I? Might as well give him a courtesy scan. It's the samurai way. Shiver me timbers! I'm gonna make him walk the plank. Arr, it's steering me nuts. Ah, freeze Omega, I have that too. It also numbs people. Say hello to my little friend, Shotgun. Now it's time to head to Jupiter. We have a thing to do on Jupiter. It's not very apparent. In fact, I wouldn't blame you if you didn't know about this, even if you played Cognitive Dissonance before. But we're gonna heal up. There's a reason why I bought all those healing items, like those cure-all creams. I'm gonna save over this. That's an emergency save, just in case I need it. That's a reason why you never used a hatch here. We're going to Bolos. We're going to Bolos, and he's going to bloody eyeball skeleton us. Yeah. There is a super boss, maybe more like an ultra boss, lurking on Jupiter. And it's right underneath our nose. It watches us as we sleep in the hotel. Now, if you have the base card, you can do this. Now, remember that glitch I told you about, that you have the base keycard but you don't have it? This, you must have the base keycard. It opens this thing. You can save with the phone if you want, but what the heck is this? Who are you? Hi, have we met? I wasn't expecting to find this place either. It was very well hidden. He's the real Cosmic Destroyer. Gigas is taking all his thunder. No, I don't think I'm going to listen to what you say. Alright, I love horrible ends. Oh no, he's a streamer. That's a Foppies are Orange reference, isn't it? But here he is. Fobbieg. Fobbieg? Yeah, that's probably a really bad idea. Especially this boss. This boss is a bad idea. He has Gigas powers. And he gets 2 attacks because this thing is also an enemy. And it's really weak against beam burns. So, I told you about the waiting thing, didn't I? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I warned you about that. This is where it's gonna come into play. Fobbieg has 45,000 hit points. The thing behind him has 99,000 hit points. And he's not really weak against anything, and I thought the hammer would help out here, but apparently it just ignores defense instead of actually piercing, like, reducing the defense. He has a whole bunch of team attacks, he has some nasty status effects, and we could do maybe 500 damage tops. Maybe 1,000 if we crit and we have some buffs up. But you're just gonna get into like a little pattern here of like using Zarbol for reflex and the Robo Punch because it's the most effective on him. Having it reflex up to stop stuff like that. Using Quicken so you could use your attacks easier. Using like Beam on this to try and kill it sooner. Starstorm. I wouldn't recommend Freeze because it's not that great. You want to save all your PP for using Life Up and healing if you need it. Colonel Saturn's probably going to be carrying the team on his back because of his Mayhem shotgun. But otherwise, super combos, Riff, Starstorm, trying to beam that thing in the back. It hasn't happened yet, but it's pretty effective once I get a beam burn on him. It's all random generator, random number generator. And otherwise it's just like lasting long enough to endure his attacks and not run out of PP, not have any bad things happen until he finally dies. And I accidentally hit recharge. I didn't need to do that. But he does have phases, you know, to mix it up a little bit. I'm going to let this battle go on for a little bit longer. And then I'm just going to, you know, do cutout things. Because otherwise you're just going to be sitting here watching me use the same attacks, like over and over and over again, on an enemy that's basically the mother version of Yasma. Okay, that's probably an obscure reference, I'll have to explain myself. Final Fantasy XII has a boss that has like, what was it, 50 million HP or something like that? Yeah, it was ridiculous. People would fight him for like 2 hours. Oh, we're already in Phase 2. He summons minions on Phase 2. Shotgun could take care of them, Starstorm could take care of them, and that's about it. They don't have a lot of HP, maybe about 1,000. Luckily, he's been sticking to the Gigas attacks. He has something called Insanity Gas that I really, really hate dealing with. That's terrible damage. We need more attack ups on that. Maybe bolster on Laris. But yeah, we just ran across the second phase. Eventually he'll be wasting turns summoning his minions instead of actually attacking us. He's really liking those team attacks. So, when I was test fighting this guy to see how quickly I could bring him down, I got it to like maybe about 18 minutes. Just to give you an estimate of how long this battle might take if you sat through the whole thing. But right now, I'm just gonna, like, silence myself and get back to you when something new happens. Okay, we got something new. He's summoning more minions, which means he's in another phase. Also, I managed to get a few beam burns on the thing back there, but they're not appearing on camera. Yeah, that thing back there, if you use, like, beams and burn it, or get it nauseous, like with the Mayhem Shotgun, you can do almost 2,000 points of damage every time it ticks. And the ticking in this game is a little weird. But otherwise, I've still been using, like, the same rotation. Things got a little dicey for a while because, he did do, like, status effect things, and it sucked for a little while. Had to stop my damage rotation and do some healing. But as you can tell, everybody is just fine here, now. How are you? Ugh, I hate bosses that are like this. Like, every single boss is just bullet sponge tactics that it has a lot of HP, and it might mess you up. But if you're high enough level, then it's just got a lot of HP. I think that's lame. I really think that's lame. I prefer stuff that's like, either you could only defeat it a certain way, and that way is really cheesy, like maybe the twerk statue? Ah, that was the status effect thing. Don't let it do that. It could cause insanity. It's like a strangeness that never goes away. You know what? That's what insanity is, actually. Side bolster isn't a bad idea in this fight. I've been using it a few times. Starstorm does pretty dandy. Rift does pretty good. But he's still knocking about. What other super bosses that I actually enjoy in games, like beating them up? To be honest, I'm not really a super boss guy unless there's like really awesome items involved. And there's a really awesome item involved with this guy. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing him. I would just say, hey, here he is. Kill him if you want to. Because you can see, there's the tick. Did you see that? 2,000 damage! Downside is he has like 99999 HP. That big swirly thing in the back. So it might take a while to kill it. But if it keeps bleeding out like that, it might work out in our favor. Oh, and if you're low on PP, these guys have plenty. Don't worry about Laris. Laris has this covered, man. Laris is the MVP, actually. Did you see how hard that Robo Punch was for? That's because he has defense down from the super combo. And he's got those things now, too. This is another part of the phase. He starts summoning this thingy. And really, it's just another enemy, but it has a bit more health. That's all. It has maybe like 1,500 instead of 1,000. Still quite killable from, like, collateral damage. Like this shoot. Yeah, just bring everything up so I can kill it at once. Way to go, genius. But then again, he does have 4 buddies on the screen now. There goes that thing. The one annoying thing is Zarbul runs out of PP really fast if you're just, like, reflecting and punching. Oh, look! The big swirly's dead! That means he's almost finished. So, that thing had 9,999 HP, and this thing has 4,500. Unfortunately, Foppies hasn't been bleeding for 2k on occasion. And I just realized Zarbul's insane. Luckily, he only has a single shot item. Whenever somebody goes insane, you have to use Healing Omega, or use, like a cure-all cream or something, if you're desperate. Otherwise, just keep it up. He's all alone now. He thinks he's alone now, and he's correct. fact, brain food lunches. You might want to keep Alenivar alive because he has that life up Omega. He also has this harmony down here. If you're really desperate, it'll just reset your entire team. It'll just go right back to normal. Everyone's alive. Everyone's full HP. Doesn't fill back up their PP, and it also completely drains Alenivar's. So it's a double-edged sword. But otherwise, this is Foppies at his best right here. He's just gonna do Gigas attacks. He'll eventually put status effects on you, and I'll be back once again. And this guy finally kicks the bucket. Ah, there he goes! That wasn't too much longer after I put the last pause in it, actually. Maybe about a minute or two. But Foppies is finally dead. And we got the Borange Ray. And we got some regret. That's from the Gigas things. Yep, Foppies is dead now. Ultimate Cosmic Destroyer has been defeated. In the original Cognitive Dissonance, if you defeated that guy, you get like a joke ending. But they moved the joke ending to somewhere else. You know how I said Chrono Ray is going to be on Laris? I lied. It's now the Borange Ray, powered by markers and sweet tea. Borange Ray hits everything twice with like about 500 800 damage, inflicts insane strangeness, nausea, beam burns. It's insane. It is a very broken weapon, but you have to do some really broken things to get it. So, it's a good trade-off. Next time on Cognitive Dissonance, we have a broken weapon. This game is going to be cheesed really hard by us. And we're going to head to the mothership. Good night, folks.